Hey Aquarius, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read's a general read for the collective of Aquarius. That means that anybody that has Aquarius anywhere in their chart, this message is meant for you. It may not necessarily be your personal message. It might be a message for the person sitting next to you that has Aquarius in their chart. But I truly intended this message directed to you. Please keep in mind that this is a general message that is spirit-led, and that means that spirit can hijack this message at any given moment in time and provide a completely different message from the intent I've placed on the cards. My intent: this is the week of what is headed towards you. Spirit doesn't normally hijack the message, but I do need to give you a warning that it may happen. Please know that Spirit may also provide a message that's in regards to an individual that you're interacting with. And it can get kind of crazy if that's the case. The message can be directed to you about them, to them about you, their intent towards you, your intent towards them. So I do encourage you, if that's the case, to pay close attention, apply where appropriate, but I do ask that you don't try to force any of this message to fit your situation. It should flow like water in a stream. Not in a river, but in a stream. So please don't be the beaver and throw your sticks in there to cause it to jam up. Okay, so if you don't feel comfortable with this message, if you don't resonate, relate, anything like that, I do encourage you to go observe your other natal chart zodiacs. And please allow your intuition to guide you to those messages. And if you feel drawn to more than one message, so be it. Spirit may have more than one message that they wish for you to receive. Now, as with any tarot read, it is a message from Spirit, and Spirit wants nothing more than for the best for you, the best outcomes, for you to achieve your goals, all those things. But you have free will. And so therefore, it is completely up to you to take in this message or to disregard it. And Spirit wishes for you to be reminded of that. Okay? They're only here for you, but it is always your choice of which way you wish to go. All right. So with all that being said, I would like very much to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Aquarius in opening their eyes to see, ears to hear, heart to feel, and intuition to discern the message that's coming through for them. As you can see, I have the mini Celtic down. We'll do a quick overview of them. Then we'll get some clarification and head towards that guidance that you are here for. I keep looking at this candle, and it looks like I may have a split in my jar. I don't know for sure. It doesn't feel like it on the outside, though. I may have to change out my candles, guys. They do need to be cleaned anyway. All right, so here we have the very center of the attention here. We are laying on our side. This is you, the Seven of Wands. We are heading towards standing our ground. Maybe being a little too guarded, but we are on the way. Maybe we're getting, I just heard the word miffed. I don't understand, but somebody may be miffed, and we're heading towards having our hairs being bristled, and, you know, being guarded, or, you know, taking a stand. And then we have the Queen of Swords crossing us. So somebody may have said some harsh words, but this is you, Aquarius, the Queen of Swords. So some harsh words may have been said, but we're trying to be analytical about a situation, not be judgmental, get all our facts before we make a decision of what we need to cut away. Okay, so we're heading towards taking a stand of deciding what needs to be severed, is what I just heard. Deciding what to sever, huh? Yeah, ooh, we've got a match down. King of Swords, Queen of Swords down. Analyzing what needs to be severed, her. What to sever. Sorry, I'm writing down your notes so I know what to title it. Okay, so in the recent past, now this can be referring to you as air element, taking on that air element, being very strong in the air, But in the recent past, we have the King of Swords. Very emotionally detached, speaking harsh words, the truth, but being very logical. And many people cannot handle the harsh truth. They want it sugar-coated, and the King of Swords does not sugarcoat the truth. They just speak it. Either you take it or you don't. That's how it is. You know, it's all logic. That is Libra energy right there. So in the recent past, a harsh truth was spoken. You know, emotional detachment, but it was a truth nonetheless, and it was all about logic, or we were trying to be logical. Our thought process is the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, we're reflecting upon some stuff, trying to use our intuition to help guide us, see if, you know, maybe we can or can't, you know, delve into our emotions, offer a cup or not. Now we're weighing out, do we stand a chance or not? Can we offer, or should we just not? What's our support is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, there's some different options that are being presented. A decision does need to be made, but those cups need to be evaluated very closely before a solid decision is made. So there's a little bit of confusion involved there. Then we have what's possible outcome, and we have the Lovers there. Now that is my twin soul bond, very tight, close-knit relationships. A decision needs to be made in regards to that. So we have some options possibly in regards to this lover. That is Gemini energy. We have a lot of air out here, Aquarius. I hope you're paying attention to that right across the board here. The bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune behind that. And then the Ten of Pentacles behind that. So somebody that's sharing, caring, loving, giving. That is Scorpio energy, obviously. But somebody that is, you know, very open and loving and caring is bringing forth change, you know, making that wheel turn. And it is for the favor because we have the Ten of Pentacles here. It's stability and completion, you know, forever afters right there. Okay, well, let's do some clarification and see if we can get some answers here. With it being general, we cannot always necessarily delve really deep and focus too much more, but maybe we can get a little more information. All right, so let's go for, please clarify the Seven of Wands. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Please clarify Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords. So we have the Five of Wands. There's some conflict that needs to be figured out to fulfill a wish so that we can then manifest something greater that we're not aware of. The Moon. You need to be logical about a decision that you're going to make, and it's a permanent decision. There is no faltering, no going back on beginning fresh and new, laying a new foundation. All right, so let's do the King of Swords, please. Please clarify the King of Swords in the recent past. That was flipping over, so we're going to let that be. Eight of Swords, didn't know which direction to go. In making decisions and what action to take. So the Queen of Wands didn't know which direction to go. Possibly regarding a truth that was spoken, or in regards to this King of Swords, to this air element. Again, we're reflecting, Page of Cups. On how to get towards our stability, Four of Wands, and be successful, King of Pentacles. So please clarify the Princess of Cups. This is on our thoughts. Please clarify the Princess of Cups for Aquarius. Thank you. Quite a bit there. Quite a bit. That's a lot. So we have the Six of Cups. They're all coming out of being in the reverse. Six of Cups, the Wheel, Tower, Devil, and the Empress. And they're all coming out of being in reverse. So keep all of that in mind. So we're heading towards being in the upright. They are still technically in the reverse. So we were very focused on something that kept repeating itself, and trying to avoid it by letting go of anything that was toxic, releasing that, but you weren't able to bring forth any fruition out of it. It didn't provide didn't come to fruition. It didn't grow. It didn't, there was no creation. Even though you let go of things and you avoided a tower, it still is kind of a cyclic situation. And I'm wondering if it's mostly because you're dwelling on the past in regards to that. So therefore nothing can come to fruition if you're dwelling on the past. And that's, that reflection right there, the Page of Cups, which is the Princess of Cups in this deck. You were trying to find some balance, between whether it be the relationship and your job, career, whatever. You're trying to find some balance there. Being very careful about each step that you made so you could close out the cycle, but extremely conflicted on which path to go because of the Seven of Cups, because of the different options that are presented, and that is exactly what is on here. Okay, so please clarify these Seven of Cups for Aquarius, please, for their support. Well, all right then. And there it is again, telling the same tale again. So we have the Queen of Swords. You has some options that, is a little upsetting. And you're trying to reevaluate which path to take so that you can be successful overall. Let's clarify the Lovers, possible outcome for Aquarius. Please clarify the Lovers, possible outcome for Aquarius. Please clarify the Lovers, possible outcome for Aquarius. Okay. That's separate. So we have the Ace of Wands. There was an exciting new beginning, okay? Passion, excitement, fresh and new, as usual. That's normally how it goes. Then we have a commitment, that was questionable whether or not it was really worth anything, because we have the King of Wands here, which of course is all about passion. But do we have something that's going to be long-term? Ace of Pentacles. And so using our intuition, to speak our truth, and move towards making a small offering and seeing where that takes you. Okay, so you want to build something, but you're kind of questionable about it because you don't know if it's really worth investing due to them being the King of Wands. You know, you got the Queen and King of Wands down, and that's all about passion. We have the King and Queen of Swords down, which is all about air. So this is a very heated interaction that can flare with that it can flare into a huge argument at any time if we're not careful with our words, especially if one is in our fire element and the other one is in our air element, because the air element will speak the truth and not think about how the other one is feeling about it. And if the other one's in their fire element at that time, they're going to be overzealous and take it beyond where it really should be because they're full of passion and fire. And so where you're saying something that is, you know, possibly tedious in your opinion, they take it as a full-fledged attack on their person, and vice versa. You could be in your fire element and then they're in their air element because both of you obviously have that, and vice versa, that kind of situation. So definitely I can see where, you know, is this even worth putting forth the effort to have this commitment? Yeah, we have a passionate, exciting new beginning, but will it really, you know, Seven of Pentacles, is it worth investing in? Well, let's get some guidance here for you. Get some guidance for Aquarius, please, regarding what is headed toward them. Thank you. Acceptance and trust. Oh, well, okay. So we have death, that all things must come to an end, so rebirth to come out of it, right? And the decision needs to be solid, and there cannot be change from that, which we had, I believe we had judgment in here. So, yeah, you need to stick with that decision to let that die. And earlier I had somebody else, so I'm wondering if you're dealing with a Leo, possibly, because they had the same kind of thing as far as the messages go, is a friendship. You know, is there a friendship even in this? Are you guys friends? Because friends last. Passion can burn. Passion can burn out. Passion burns hot at first, but the flames do die down. A friendship is lasting. So it's kind of, with the friendship, will lead towards happiness, keeping your sense of humor, right? But if we accept and trust, let things come to an end and decide upon that and let it stick and have a friendship, then happiness will come from that. Okay. So that is your message for today of what is headed towards you. I was just told balance. Only you know what that means. But that's what I just heard. I was just informed to say balance. All right, let's have a look and see about the energies that are in here for you, huh? We do have Taurus down, Earth element, of course. Gemini, Pisces, Virgo. What else do we have here? Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius. All right, and that is all of the elements that are in here as far as arcanas go. Quite a few arcanas. There's quite a few in here. At least, I'd say about 1/3. So there's still, 2/3 to where a decision needs to be made. 7 of Cups in here, a decision needs to be made. Lovers, a decision needs to be made. It's in your lap, so you can choose to move forward and do with what you will. The guidance here, of course, is pretty clear. So with all that being said, I do look forward to next week to, kind of see where the status is in regards to what headed towards you and how everything kind of came out, and see what Spirit has to say in regards to that. And until then, may all your decisions and choices be very blessed.